This week, the 25-year civil war in Sri Lanka ended with the assassination of rebel leader Velupolu Prabhakara. There's a lot of letters in that one. Trust me, it's long and... Okay. The European Union was swift to demand an investigation into violations of human rights and potential trials of war crimes on both sides of the conflict. To report it is our IT reporter, Raj Sivaramen.
Vanakkam, JR. It is a sad day in Sri Lanka. While the Sri Lankan government has won the war, they have not won the peace, as both sides have 25-year-old battle wounds that still require healing.
I think one question, is there any word about the investigation into war crimes committed by either party?
War crimes?
Yes, there have been reports about all the innocent people that the Tamil Tiger rebels murdered or held captive in combat zones to deter attack from the government.
JR, I know you're an American and not used to people dying in wars, but in Asia, people die in wars all the time. You see, we can't just shoot missiles from boats into homes of suspected terrorists. Asians have to use more blunt techniques, like machetes, to kill people. When I spent a year in the Indian Merchant Marine, they taught me a lot about fighting a war.
Raj, the Geneva Convention clearly stipulates that you cannot kill innocent civilians during a war.
Geneva? What do the Swiss know about wars? Have you seen their military? They look better suited to sell you ice cream than kill you. Listen, you can't make rules about war. You shoot at someone who's bad, and if they die, that means you're winning. Until you die. That's how war works. The problem with the LTTE is that they were never very good at killing people. True, they could assassinate people, but in terms of killing military, they were crap. That is why they tried killing their own people. What we're talking about here is blade inflation.
Blade inflation.
Yes. If you can't kill your enemy, stab your own people. It was invented by the Russians, who were also terrible at war. The more people you can kill, the better you think you're doing at war. That way, you can convince the people that you're actually winning the war. It was so effective a strategy that even many Russians believe they actually won World War II.
Raj, many would say that the Russians were instrumental in winning World War II.
JR. JR, if we Indians hadn't won the Battle of El Alamein, you'd be speaking German.
I think the British won El Alamein. Speaking English.
Okay. And I suppose this is really some girl named Wendy and not a Mexican who made the burger you stuffed in your face earlier.
Carbo loading.
The point is, JR, war is hell. Unless you're a Hindu, in which case war is a bad reincarnation. So you can take your Geneva Convention, end your war crimes, and give them to your buddies in Iraq to play with. Because in Sri Lanka, we fight wars like men. Poorly and stubbornly.
Thank you, Raj Sivaramen.